People around the world are wanting to know where their food comes from, but even more so now is that they're wanting to know that the land has been looked after in a sustainable manner.
Agriculture's impact on the environment is an important priority for communities across Australia and around the world.
There is an increasing demand on the part of suppliers of food and beverage products to consumers and of the consumers themselves to demonstrate the sustainability of their operations.
And this need is now recognised by governments and by farm organisations and also by the food and fibre chains, but not just in Australia, globally.
Today's consumer is not only concerned with nutrition, price, quality and convenience when buying food, but increasingly they are concerned with how ethical and sustainable the production of their food is. Consumers want to know that the beef they enjoy was produced in an environmentally sensitive way and that cattle are humanely treated.
The thing that's distinguished the certified land management system is that we actually started with a blank page and we designed it for purpose.
The Australian Land Management Group's Certified Land Management System, or CLM, is an innovative and visionary system that incorporates community values and environmental stewardship into the food and fibre marketplace, while enabling greater on-farm productivity and profitability.
So we set about to design a system, essentially, that not only improved the environmental management, but actually gave reward and recognition for the people doing it.
Like CLM to me it's really simple. All you're asking people to do is to believe that you're going to improve what you're doing. It's not that hard.
How can the need and expectation for improved land and animal welfare management be met while gaining community recognition and market benefit? And the answer is that it will be met by progressive land managers verifying their improved land and animal welfare management at an international standard.
There is no other system in Australia that is so welded to the international recognised standards as is the Certified Land Management System. It's a fundamental feature of what we do.
There is no point in having a system which only applies in one area. The product supply chains are now global, retailers are global, they're sourcing products internationally, and to me one must have a system that is in harmony with those international standards.
Because 60% of Australian agriculture by value is exported, and if we're looking for recognition and preference in the marketplace, we really do need something that is going to give us international recognition.
Most of our customers are overseas. We need this to really put us in the forefront of agriculture, because we are doing the right things, but we've got nothing to really show.
We're about delivering environmental outcomes, but also allowing land managers to achieve the recognition that they deserve for doing good things by the environment. Because of ISO 14001, we can do that internationally.
Yeah, certification gives the ability for the consumer to actually buy environmental outcomes and to make the landholder more profitable and reward them for their good management. It delivers very effectively for governments. This will deliver much more effectively for governments than it's been done previously.
This is a system that enables the public executives to consider how they might distribute public funds to sustain, and I mean sustain over the long term, improved environmental practices.
The supermarkets in Australia are becoming more interested in corporate responsibility, what they call responsible retailing, and I think CLM has a big opportunity to play in helping the managers of supermarkets sell the responsible attributes of those products.
And one of the ways to differentiate is by verifying our land management, our environmental management, so that can be taken through to the marketplace, and there are plenty of people with values who wish to express those in their consumer choices.
Our group, we've got variable industries from grain and goats and sheep and cattle farms. And the CLM sits over the whole top. So I guess that's where I see CLM sitting as being an environmental focus. It's across all industries.
At all times we've got that link back to the catchment targets. So at all times land managers are considering, thinking about what their broader catchment in their area's priorities are, and we can include that into their management plans.
So one of the really positive aspects of CLM, it's not based on project funding.
Yeah, those funding models are based on short-term timeframes. They're based on timeframes that fit a project or fit a funding model. They're not based on ecological timeframes.
This is long-term, and it's just like when farming is long-term and ecology is forever. So I see this as being, the CLM system as being something that I'd consider will be around forever.